my ageless friends. It is Wendy and I was missing you. It's been a little while. I have been so busy. Also, I've been, my Instagram is growing a little bit and I took on a sponsor and I want to give them a big shout out, and I'm going to use one of their products here with you today. And it's a new launch from a company called, I think the company is called Speakeasy Cosmetics, and this is the line called 42 DuBonnet, and it's 42 DuBonnet, but it's pronounced DuBonnet, and it's after the DuBonnet cocktail that was around in the 20s when there were speakeasies, and it's really gotten me in the mood to kind of put on some pearls and a flapper dress. So it's a really neat company, and the one thing I do want to add is a shout out to, it's actually one of my former students' family who's doing this, and so I'm always really excited to help out a former student. But I just believe in this company. I love to help out new products and new companies and new lines, and so it's been a really fun to get inspiration to shoot the products and find little things and props to go with the theme. And so I want to give a shout out to my friends at 42 DuBonnet. I really appreciate you including me in your big, exciting new launch. They actually launched on February 1st, and so they were kind enough to send me products to try, and they are really great. So I hope you're enjoying the pictures that I have of all their products that they sent me on my Instagram. And if you're not sure where that is, I will put the link right here underneath my face. And speaking of my face, I found some products I wanted to recommend to you, and I also wanted to try one of the new things that I got right here with you. So we'll see if it works out. I hope so, because I know it's when you get older, you've got all kinds of issues going on when you're trying to put eyeliner on. Your eyesight is failing, and you've got wrinkles going on in here, and some of us might shake a little bit when we start to get older, and so all of those things make a really horrible looking cat eye. So I just stopped trying. I stopped trying to figure it out. I stopped trying to figure out how to do it and how to make it look good and how to make it look straight and why this one looks like it's up here and this one looks like it's down there. So I'm going to try this little device with you guys today, and we'll see what we think. But first of all, let's get to some of my favorite products. Alright, so the first product that I wanted to recommend to you guys is from Cover FX. This is their new illuminating setting spray, and it's pretty. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, but even the bottle, it has a little bit of an iridescence to it, and it's really hard for me to shake up my setting spray routine, because I know there's a lot of really good setting sprays out there, but I've been a MAC Fix Plus girl for a long time. I usually use that to prime and also to moisten up my beauty blender and my brushes for shimmers and things like that. And then of course to set everything, I've always used the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and those two things have just worked for me. And of course to move around and try something different is a little bit scary and strange, but I really like this one. It is not shiny and sparkly. It just gives you this really nice glow, and what I like to use it for is to kind of spray it after I've had my makeup on for a little while. So when you are starting to get you feel like you need to freshen up a little bit, or your skin just starts to feel kind of bleh after the day goes on, just spritz a little bit around your face, and it doesn't make your makeup move, and it doesn't make you feel sticky. It's just this nice little refreshing spray to put on over your makeup, and it's moisturizing and it's hydrating, which of course we all appreciate. So I really do like this spray. Give it a try. Tell me how you use it. Like I said, right now I'm using it as just a freshener, but I know that one of the recommendations is to use it like I use my Fix Plus before your makeup, so that it kind of gives you this nice little glow before your makeup goes on, so that you don't have to sit there and highlight yourself to death. But speaking of highlights, I don't know if you've noticed the glow here, but I finally just got in the restocked brand new Jouer highlighter, and of course I love Jouer highlighters. I have lots of them, but the one I didn't have was rose quartz, and of course Jouer, just such beautiful packaging, and there's going to be a bunch of mirrors, but this is what it looks like, and of course then there's the highlighter there, and they are so pigmented and so shiny and beautiful. And this was the lightest of the three that they came out. This was rose quartz, citrine, and there's another one. And they were out of stock for a while, but they came back in, and hopefully they're in stock now for you guys. But this was the one I was waiting to get, and look at it. It's so pretty, and it's, you know, you can, just in the right light, it shows up like that. In the daylight, it looks really subtle and pretty. And these are just, everything Jouer is just beautiful and wonderful. But I was so excited to finally get this one, so highly recommend any of the Jouer highlighters. Citrine is still probably one of my favorites, but I'm really liking this rose quartz. Very, very pretty. Another one that I'm actually going to put on right now, because let's see these under eye bags right now. They're highlighted with that rose quartz. But this is something, and of course, like we say on our channel, there's, you know, I don't want you to feel like you have to fight aging, and, you know, we're all about like society telling us that it's not okay to be old and you need to get rid of those wrinkles and get rid of those. You know, to me, like I said, wrinkles are a show that you've led a really good life, and you've had lots of fun, and you've laughed a lot, and you've smiled a lot, and you know, you've all, even you're like, well, I don't want to look tired, but that shows that you know, spent a lot of time getting up with your kids and going to school, or that you studied really hard in your college dorm for night after night. And that's what these show, is experience and wisdom. Not, you know, it's not age and that you're supposed to just look terrible all the time because you're old. So I don't really buy into that. I feel like if you're going to grow old, just embrace it and just show the world that you know what you're doing, because older people are wiser, and we usually have all the money. Just think about that. So I do wanted to recommend this though, because I tried it in a, sorry, I'm not gonna give the right shout out here. I tried it out in a box or a sample or a subscription box or something. I forgot. I got this little tiny sampler of it, and I was like, okay, I'll try it, because I was starting to get a little bit of puffiness right along here, and I've never had that issue before. So surprise, new things, yay! I dabbed a little bit of this, and I'll show you how it works. It's just a, you know, pretty packaging as usual. This is Caudalie. I just misspell that terribly. And it's just got a tiny, tiny applicator, because you just need a little bit. Let's see if I can get this on here. A little bit, just like that. And you're just gonna dab it right where the puff is. And it doesn't take very much. You could really use this dab on both eyes. And it makes all the puffiness and the swelling just go bye-bye. I could not believe how magic it was. And usually, you know, I'm one of these, it's just like, oh, it's a bunch of snake oil and it can't really work. You're gonna get old no matter what. So anti-aging, yeah, sure. That's usually how I am. But I mean, this was just almost like instant no puff. And I don't know if it's really gonna show here, they weren't that bad, but I really had some serious luggage going on down there one day, and just dotted this on, and I was like, oh, they're gone. That's the craziest thing. So I wanted to highly, there went the lid, highly recommend this, because it's just, I mean, it's just a lifesaver for just making you look a little less puffy. And of course, you know, we don't want to run away from our wrinkles and our luggage and baggage, but we also don't want to throw it in everybody's face like, look how exhausted I am. So it's nice to have products like that that actually work and are actually doing something, and not just selling you a tube of water or a tube of goo. And look at that. I mean, I don't know if you can tell right now, but I can tell just that little puffiness that I had is already gone. So pretty awesome stuff. I will link it down below for you one more time, but it is the Caudalie Reservoir Lift. Clearly I'm not a French speaker, but it is an eye lifting balm is what it's called. And that's what it looks like. And I think it's at Sephora and maybe Ulta, but I just in love. Can't recommend it enough. So I really like it. And I think, oh, one more thing. I was really impressed. You know, a lot of powders and setting powders will claim that they give you this airbrushed look, or that they are this, you know, airbrushed finish to your makeup. And then you put it on and it's not really much better than the, you know, setting powders that you have, or the RCMA powder, which is awesome, or like a powder foundation. So I've gotten a few and I've been like, meh, it's not making me look any more airbrushed than I did a second ago, or with another kind of powder. But this one is actually doing it for me. So I wanted to recommend it. It's pretty new, I think, and it's from Becca. And I'm gonna try not to drop it's in this beautiful crystal box. The packaging, Becca always does such a wonderful job with packaging. And it's in this square, you know, crystal or you know, acrylic, not really crystal, but it's an acrylic box. And it's got Becca on the top. And you undo it, and there's the powder. So you can tap it into here, and then just use their brush. Actually, I got the Becca Buffer brush, way. And this is the softest. Look at that. I don't know if you can see, I'm just like going, ugh. But it is this, you just tap it in, or, you know, swirl it into the lid there, and you can blend it in, and it really does give you this nice little finished, you know, veil look. And it doesn't add anything, and it doesn't take away from the color of your, that's another thing I noticed, is sometimes when you put something over the blush you just did, all the contouring you just did, the powder will change the color of it, or it'll take that color away, or it'll dull it a little bit. So finishing powders just haven't really done it for me. But this one isn't doing any of that. It's so soft, and of course this brush, I could sit here all day and be like, ah, it feels so good. You know, the dog, the cat, but it's the softest brush, and it just goes really, really nicely with the powder. So it is a really, really nice airbrushed powder, so I really do like it. All right, so earlier I mentioned the 42 DuBonnet cosmetics company that's just launched February 1st, and this is one of their products, and here's how to spell it and everything. And of course, like I said, they just launched their website, and all their products you can see on their website. And so this is their eyeliner. And it's in a little size, so you can kind of throw it in your purse and go. But you look how much product is in this little pot. And so this is an eyeliner pot, and I'll tell you why I'm using this one today, because we are going to try out a brand new product. All right, so here it is. This is called the Liner Designer Pro from Beauty Blender, and I think I got this at Sephora, and here's how it looks when it comes in the package. And I think I saw someone on Instagram demonstrate this, and of course I think there might be a video that also kind of describes it a little, or kind of shows you how to do it. But here's a couple, let's open it. Let's have a look-see. So it comes like this in this little package. Take off the top. Take off the top. It's really not that hard. I just like to make things look like they're extremely hard. Like, drama. All right, so let's see. We have this, I think is the case. Put this down. So it comes with a case. And the nice thing about this case is it has a 5x mirror inside. So there's the mirror, and this is where you keep your liner designer. And it says, oh, place suction cup here. Okay, so it has a little suction cup that it comes with, double-sided there. So it says, is there a certain way to do it? I'm gonna mess it up. So I'm putting it right there where it says place the suction cup. Oop, trying to make it perfect. And then we're gonna push it in. So now the suction cup is on. I'm not sure what that's for. I guess so that you could just store it, you know, on your mirror or someplace, because this is just the case for it. But I really love that it comes with a little magnified mirror, because, you know, we're old. And then, oh, here's the instructions. Let's see what they say. Oh, this is just the different kinds of cat eye you can do. Winging it, cat eye flick, dark and sultry, liner designer pro. What else? Oh, triple threat, mascara defender. Oh, get lippy with it. You can also line your lips with this. Cool. And there's a little lookbook that shows you all of the different ways that you can use it and how to use it in here. So that's a little instruction booklet. And then here it is. This is it. It looks like a guitar pick to me. But that's it. And you see how it's a different shape, different ways. So you can put it along here different ways. You can put it that way or this way, and I think some of the looks you can put it that way, and it's supposed to stick on wherever you put it so that it's a guide, so you can kind of slop over however much you want, and then you pull this away though, and that line is supposed to be perfect. That's the claim. Let's see how it works. All right, so I just moistened the back a little bit and then stuck it right there as a guide, and then I'm going to I don't want it to fall. I'm going to dip into the 42 DuBonnet gel liner with my favorite little Essence eyeliner brush. I think I showed this to you guys last time, but we're just gonna dip it right in the top, and I think it's falling. I think it's falling. All right, so we're gonna stick that. Actually, I think I put it way too, there we go. All right, so we're gonna put it right there. And then I'm gonna take my liner, and of course I have my, you know, magnifying mirror here. And let's see how we go. We are going to just slop way over and just be really sloppy about it and see how we do. So there's that, and let's see. Wow. I mean, I had it in the wrong place, I think, and I think it's going too far out there instead of up. But I think I need to put it up. But look at that line. And then, of course, you know, you need to go back and fill it in. You need to go back here and connect some lines. You know, oops, and of course, you know, don't do that. Because see how much I suck at this? But that line just really gives you a chance to, you know, start. And of course, like I said, this, I suck so bad at wings. But anyway, I think if I had it on the right place and it was stuck in a little bit better, that would have been awesome. Because then I would have, you know, been able, like you saw me, I just slopped it right over. And as soon as I moved it, that line was really straight. So I just need to place it in the right spot. And then I need to, you know, work on this a lot better. But having this close-up mirror is really, really handy. So I really like this product. It's gonna be weird, like looking at you for like, but the reason I'm so determined to teach myself how to do this is because yeah, I always thought, you know, it's weird. I guess I've seen it on people that don't really do it very well, but I've seen it where it just goes straight out as this line, and then it doesn't connect, and there's no liner up here, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's just a line from here to here. And that's what I've seen people wear, and I'm like, I don't like that look. But when I've seen the people actually do wings correctly, it really pulls your eye up and makes your eye look bigger, and it pulls attention away from any kind of wrinkling and stuff that you might have here. And it makes your eyes, like I said, look bigger and you know, younger and more lifted. And so that's why I'm really determined to try this. There's another product, like I said, if I hadn't messed this up, I think you saw when I first did it, the line was really super straight. So I like it. I'm gonna try to perfect this and practice more with it. So just like anything, you need to practice with it and see how it works for you. And like I said, it has this really nice little you know, guide lookbook for all the different kinds of looks and where to put it and how to use it. Like I said, I didn't use it very well. I need to read this. I need to be up on my flicks and wings and things, and I need to practice a lot more clearly. But I like it. So I hope that you will think about getting it. Let me find the packaging. I'll show you one more time. It is the Liner Designer Pro by Beauty Blender, and like I'm almost positive I got it at Sephora, but I'll link it below so that you can try it yourself. And I hope that you will have a great time playing with makeup. Remember that you're only as old as you tell people you are. So keep playing with makeup. Have a great week ahead. Bye-bye.